Okay, so there was something like the transverse femoral, there was there is transverse femoral, there is medial circumflex femoral. Okay, there is the lateral circumflex femoral, there is the lateral circumflex femoral, and not only this, there is also the ascending femoral. Okay, there is also the ascending femoral artery, which are the branches of the deep femoris, or the deep femoral artery. Sorry, okay, this is deep or profunda femoral. Okay, yes, great. Now this femoral artery, basically it passes through the one hiatus that's called the adductor hiatus by the adductor magnus. The hiatus is basically made by the adductor hiatus, and it reaches into the posterior part. That posterior part is called the popliteal part, popliteal fossa. Okay, it reaches into the popliteal fossa. Great. Then after, like, crossing this popliteal fossa, this femoral artery, it divides into the two branches. This femoral artery, it divides into two branches. They are the anterior and the posterior tibial artery. So one is the anterior tibial artery, another is called the posterior tibial artery. Okay, I think we are now easy to do. And at this joint, this what it is, it is the femoral artery. This femoral artery will give a number of the genicular arteries we are going to discuss now. Now let's talk about the, if this is the joint, if this is my knee joint, I want to like divide into it four quadrant, 1 2 3 4. Let's look in the one, and in every part there is the anastomosis of the two. Okay, so two arteries, they are the, what it is, genicular artery. This is superior genicular, this is the inferior genicular. But this is the, if it is the medial part, then it is, and it is the lateral part, this is the superior medial genicular, this is the inferior medial genicular. So in the quadrant number 1, there is the anastomosis of the superior medial genicular plus inferior genicular medial, plus one thing I have forgotten, okay, to discuss. This femoral artery, it it something like the popliteal surface, popliteal fossa, it will give its one major branch, and that's called the descending genicular. Okay, so it's like this, it will give you like this. Okay, so its name is the descending genicular, and it is divided into two parts, that's the articular part and the saphenous branch. Okay, so basically it is divided into the articular branch and the saphenous branch. 1 2, easy. Now think again, means this, here is the anastomosis of the superior medial genicular, inferior medial genicular, and the articular branch of descending genicular. So in the quadrant number 2, so same like the same, inferior medial genicular plus superior medial genicular plus what, saphenous branch, plus the saphenous branch of descending genicular artery. In the quadrant number 4, of course, this is the superior lateral genicular, and this is the inferior lateral genicular. So there is the anastomosis of superior lateral genicular plus inferior lateral genicular, plus there must have come something like that from the descending, right? Because what it is, it is the lateral circumflex femoral artery will give its descending branch, and that will basically anastomosia. And in the, okay, so that's the descending branch of lateral circumflex femoral artery, and here is the inferior lateral genicular plus superior lateral genicular, plus there will come the three arteries from down. What are these three arteries? It is the anterior tibial, yes, but it is recurrent, and here is the posterior tibial, and there is the recurrent. These two are the branches of the anterior tibial artery. Okay, so these two are the branches of the anterior tibial artery, and the last one is the circumflex scapular, circumflex femoral, circumflex femoral. No, it is a circumflex circumflex fibular, which is the branch of the posterior tibial artery, which is the branch of the posterior tibial artery. Okay, okay, yes. So here is the anterior tibial recurrent, posterior tibial recurrent, and then the circumflex fibular artery. So these are the anastomosis, basically around our different part of the body. So we talked about the scapular anastomosis, we talked about the elbow anastomosis, and then we talked about the genicular anastomosis. I think, okay, yeah, this is all sufficient to understand, you know, uh, to to describe to anyone, so have a good luck. See you next time. Thank you.